Americans in their hundreds of thousands have clicked the sign button on internet petitions saying they no longer want their states to be part of the U.S. Marina Patnaik investigates why a growing number of U.S. nationals are eager to rip the stars and stripes apart.
Tonight, more than 200 years after a former colony won the right to determine its own destiny, the task of perfecting our union moves forward.
4 weeks following Barack Obama's re-election, nearly 1 million Americans have moved forward by campaigning to break apart. All 50 states have filed online petitions with the White House requesting to peacefully secede from the so-called perfecting union, a movement that's garnered more than 30,000 signatures in North Carolina, where many, like Michael Tuggle, see independence as a symbol.
May 20th, 1861 was the date that North Carolina seceded from the Union.
And America's stars and stripes ripping at the seams.
There's no doubt in my mind that it is inevitable. I mean, something like this, with the debt this country has, the growing disunion among the people, it can't last forever. And that's the lesson of history. Big empires always collapse under their own weight.
Secession supporters like Bernard Thurston say Washington's weight of growing debt, endless wars, government intrusion, and a broken immigration system has become a bipartisan destructive force.
It's beyond reform. You can't reform that federal government, whether it's the Republicans in charge or Obama. Basically, the Republicans are just as bad as far as we're concerned. They're corrupt and they're out of touch.
In southern former Confederate states like North Carolina, culture and social issues play a big role for those like Harold Cruz, who believes the U.S. is too big and thus destined to fail.
North Carolina and the South in general we're a different country already than the United States, and we simply need our own government. We have different values, different belief systems.
Critics have dismissed secessionists as disgruntled voters angry over President Obama's second term. However,
in the 2008 presidential election, Obama became the first Democrat in more than 30 years to win North Carolina. A red state turned blue with the promise of change. 4 years later, tens of thousands of voters in the very same state believe they'd be better off on their own.
You ask the average American the things they believe in, they're tired of the endless wars. And here we are talking about invading Iran now. I can't think of anything more evil.
The White House, meanwhile, promises to review and issue an official response to all petitions with 25,000 or more signatories. At least 7 states fit that category.
We used to be on the interstate, driving along at 55 miles an hour by ourselves with secession as a goal. Now we're being passed on both sides in lanes by people going faster than we are. And it's amazing because here we were thought to be radical 15 or 10 years ago, and now we're mainstream.
A mainstream movement to move apart. Marina Patnaik, RT,